Hello, my name is John Alexander and I am a personal injury attorney practicing the entire state of Michigan with offices in Oakland County. Today I want to talk to you about how to survive your independent medical evaluation. If you've been injured in Michigan, whether auto accident, slip and fall, trip and fall, construction accident, and so forth, you've probably retained an attorney and filed a lawsuit. At some point in time, the person that you sued, their attorneys, are going to send you to what we call, or what the industry calls, an independent medical evaluation. In other words, you will see a doctor of their choosing to examine you. But let me warn you, there is nothing independent about this medical evaluation. I prefer to call it a defense medical evaluation because these doctors routinely work for the insurance companies. They are in the business of helping and assisting the defendant to deny your claim. So there's a couple things to remember. First and foremost, they are not your doctor. So when you go to the office, remember that they are not your doctor. Secondly, when you go to their office and you see that physician, for the minute he walks in the door, I want you to time it on your watch. And when he's done examining you, look at the time on your watch, note it down in writing at some later point in time, date it, sign it. So later on, if your case goes to trial, you can say, hey, he examined me for 2.5 minutes. I wrote it down. Here's my name. Here's the date. Because they will take a very cursory examination of you. And generally, the reports they will send to the other attorney will be that, oh, you're not injured, or you were injured, but you have recovered by now, and so therefore you are not disabled. Some of these insurance doctors, I call them, the last one I took a deposition of made 7 figures working for insurance companies, assisting them in denying people their claims. Another thing to remember is when you talk to this physician, this defense doctor, he really has no right to ask you circumstances about what happened up to the accident. For example, let's say you ran a green light and someone hit you running a red light. He really shouldn't ask you, where were you looking? Were you listening to the radio? Were you not paying attention? Is it possible you had the red light? Things like that is a very tricky way to ask you questions without your attorney present. And you may answer differently than you did in your deposition, and they're going to make you look like a liar. So the doctor really should only ask you questions about your injuries, or if you're in an accident, did your head hit the windshield, or things like that. They can't ask you the circumstances leading up to the accident, and you really should refuse to answer those questions if they do ask you those questions. So remember those things, and you'll be able to survive your medical evaluation and be successful in your claim. If you have any questions, you can call me, John Alexander, at 248-290-5600.